Yo, yo, yo. What up, Comic Sense crowd, community, crew? We're back again Tuesday morning. Another episode of Final Order Cutoff Uncanny Spec. For short, focus, Comic Sense, Shut Up Ish Productions. Y'all know what time it is. Rise, shine. We gonna get into it this week. Really dope week coming up. We say it every week. Every week is a dope week in comics. Every week is a dope week in comics. Have your local comic shop on speed dial. Be ready to make your phone calls. Be ready to call your people. Be ready to make sure you have these books on your pull. This is Final Order Cutoff for 8/22/2022, August 22nd, 2022, for September 14th, 2022, 9/14/2022, covering keys, specs, first issues, first cover appearances, first cover appearance, anything relevant dropping on September 14th, 2022. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to pop up the comments. Shout out to Peter Maresca. Shout out to the entire morning Comic Sense crew. If you're having your coffee, getting your kids ready to school, getting ready for work, waking up, chilling, whatever the case may be, we appreciate you tuning in, chilling with us here on Final Order Cutoff Uncanny Spec. We're going to get into it. You know, we're going to pull up Diamond. We're going to go over to Spec. What up, Chris Shepard? Shout out to you. What up, Jason Robinson, watching on YouTube? Just want to bring everyone's attention to the scroll at the bottom of the screen. Like and follow Comic Sense on Facebook. Join our Comic Sense Facebook group. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Find us on the Instagram and follow us on the Twitter. Really quick, we had a YouTube only subscriber message the YouTube page asking about doing these shows. Said we do them in the close of FOC or after FOC. Can we do this show prior to the close of FOC? We've covered that extensively in the Facebook group, on some of the other shows in the Facebook group. Check the Facebook group. However, to that subscriber, to that follower, shout out to you, props, and shout out to the YouTube community. We like this Tuesday morning coffee and comics thing, so we're going to continue to do it that way. We enjoy it. It's we go pick up our books today and in about an hour, so it's, you know, this is just kind of a way to get into the mind of comic books, doing it on Tuesday morning. So we like this Tuesday morning. We're going to continue to do this on a Tuesday morning. There are tons and tons and tons of YouTube shows that do FOC before FOC, post YouTube shows before FOC. We kind of curate our own spec. This is kind of a Comic Sense thing, so we kind of want to do our own thing. That is what it is. Appreciate you all. We're going to get into it. We have our Diamond window handy. There it is. We're going to get right into these books. Make sure you can see that. And so, first book we have coming from Ablaze. Ablaze is dropping some dope books. Big racial variants now coming from Ablaze. So we have Lovecraft Unknown Kadath. Number 1, you have a 50 copy glow in the dark incentive variant. Purple triangle, back order, not stocked. It is gone. This is your Jacques Salomon cover. Jacques Salomon cover. Glow in the dark, really dope. Tons of cats. Guy holding the cat, apparently glow in the dark. I'm assuming the trade dress is glow in the dark as well. So there's that. Written by Florentino Flores, art Guillermo Santa, cover artist for this cover, Jacques Salomon. That is your Lovecraft Unknown Kadath number 1, 50 copy incentive. You have a 40 copy incentive. Also glow in the dark. Cover by Gabriel Bautista. This is also a glow in the dark cover, 40 copy, old school trade dress homage cover. And then you have a 30 copy Virgin incentive by Pedro Andrael. That is your 30 copy Virgin incentive. And then you have your 20 copy that's the 30 copy again. You have your 20 copy, by Pedro Andrael. 20 copy, Pedro Andrael. Says Grimald. I believe it's actually Grimald. I think they just made an error. And then you have your 10 copy Salomon incentive, non-glow in the dark Virgin incentive. That is cover, your 10 copy cover F incentive. And then you have blank sketch, back at it, hardest working artist in comics, glow in the dark done by Blank Sketch. There it is. It's Blank Sketch guy, man. And then your Batista trade dress, full trade dress homage variant. And again, you have an Andreo, cover C, Pedro Andreo, cover C. And your Grimault, cover B, you see Francesc Grimault. Back order not stocked on cover C, or excuse me, cover B. Back order not stocked. Although there is a blue triangle that says has not shipped yet. There is a purple triangle right here that says back order not stocked. And then cover A. And we got a preview game going on for this thing as well. We're going to peep the preview game. Says not shipped, also says back order not stocked. Here's your cover A by Jacques Salomon. And again, this is written by Florentino Flores with art by Guillermo Santa and Jacques Salomon. Cover art, Jacques Salomon. Shantanyung, you're free. Return the gods to the land. Return the gods of the land to their home in unknown Kadath, and pray that you never get to know me in any of my other 1,000 incarnations. For I am Nyarlathotep, the creeping chaos. Randolph Carter, a traveler to dreamland, tries not to wake up before reaching his goal, the elusive Kadath, the home of the gods, a place of fantasy and overflowing imagination. Carter walks through a world full of threats and abominable monsters, but also palaces, exuberant cities, and geographies that remind man of his insignificant role in the giant cosmic chessboard. What are the reasons to keep going when everything around us is terrifying and lethal? Kadath may offer some answers to this question. An adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, unlike anything you've read before. So here we go. Preview game coming up. This book sounds really interesting. The art actually looks good. Very dark. Very interesting color choices as well. Lovecraft Unknown Kadath, #1, tons of incentives. Might not want to leave this book on the table. From Ablaze, make your phone calls. Call your people. You already know what time it is. So we're going to move on. That was Lovecraft Country. Now we have a book from Aftershock. Yes, we do. Protocol #1. This one looks cool. This is Protocol #1 from Aftershock. We're going to go with your 15 copy incentive by Russ Wooten first and foremost. There it is. That is the 1 in 15. Certain it is back order not stocked, and it is back order not stocked. And then your cover A, also back order not stocked. This is by Andy Clark. Whoa. Somebody got a machine or a Gatling gun that disperses. Its payload is hypodermic needles, clearly filled with blood. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Biochemical warfare at its finest. So then, written by Lee Turner, artist Cliff Richards, cover art Andy Clark. The seemingly perfect life of the Morito family is shattered when family patriarch Faust is brutally murdered on a quiet summer night. His wife, Kat, and 16-year-old daughter, Missy, are forced to confront a shocking truth about Faust's involvement in a secret government program known as the 06 Protocol. Now, Kat and Missy have to protect each other as they are hunted and haunted by the people and secrets of Faust's double life. This is the 06 Protocol from Aftershock Comics. The 06 Protocol from Aftershock Comics. Faust and Kat, huh? What a duo. Really? Very comic booky on those names. If your name is Faust, you're probably going to get murdered. Stands to reason that with a name like Faust, you don't die in your sleep. I'm just saying. So, boom. We have Something is Killing the Children. Oh, I didn't even get rid of Protocol #1. Let me do that. Slaughter Pack #4. Yes, we have Something is Killing the Children. Slaughter Pack bundle #4. They don't want to show it to me, so let's get more specific. This is what we're doing. Something is Killing the Children Slaughter Pack bundle. Excuse me. Number 4. So I'm going to get rid of bundle 4. All right, there's your bundle 1. What are we doing? You don't want to show me the rest. All right, well, we're getting issue 16 through 20. 5 issues, issue 16 through 20 with brand new covers. Can't think of the cover artist off of the top of my head. Let me try this one more time. Let's see if we can do it this way. Just put in Something is Killing the Children and see if they drop us any one of these bundles. We're not going to toil long on this at all. What it is a poly-bagged 6-pack with a card, a full color cardboard front and back, and then you are getting issues 16 through 20. There's your bundle number 1. You're getting 16 through 20 with new covers. Those covers are really, really cool. Check the Comic Sense Facebook page. We posted all of the covers on the page. Apparently, they don't want me to be able to search for this particular bundle because only bundle number 1 is up in here. So there's that. Something is Killing the Children Slaughter Pack bundle number 4. If you are collecting Something is Killing the Children, these are subsequent prints of books that did not have subsequent prints prior to the release of this Slaughter Pack bundle. We're going to try it one more time. Maybe just Slaughter Pack 4. Nah, not working. Either way, it is on FLC. Make your phone calls. Call your people. $40 retail price on that. So make sure you call your people. Reserve a copy of the Something is Killing the Children Slaughter Pack bundle number 4, featuring the issues 16 through 20 reprinted for the first time. New covers, the whole 9. There's that. We gonna move on. Try this one more time. And no, they don't want to give me bundle 2, 3. They don't want to give me bundle 1. That is it. And that's cool. I'm not going to toil. I'm not going to stress over it. I'm going to move right along. That is boom. Next, from Dark Horse Comics, we have Castle Full of Blackbirds number 1. Out of the Hellboy universe. Castle Full of Blackbirds number 1, another story in the Hellboy universe. Frankenstein dropped a couple weeks ago, a story in the Hellboy universe. They're really expanding this universe. That is cool. This is back order, not stock. Here is your Vanessa R. Del Rey cover. Excuse me, your Vanessa R. Del Rey cover. Really cool cover. Body Full of Blackbirds. That's what we have here. Body Full of Blackbirds, Vanessa Del Rey. And then you have your Castle Full of Blackbirds cover A, done by Wiley Beckert. Cover A, Wiley Beckert. See Hellboy chilling in the background. Castle Full of Blackbirds, written by Mike Mignola and Angela Slatter. Artist Valeria Berzo. Cover artist for this particular cover, Wiley Beckert. Purple triangle, back order, not stock. When Sarah Mae Blackburn headed for New York after the events of Hellboy in the BPRD, the return of Effie Cobb, she had one goal in mind: find the mysterious Miss Brooks at the Linton School for Girls and ask her what she knows about the mysterious powers that have plagued Sarah Mae her whole life. But as is often the case with these things, the answers are not as simple as all that. Sarah is in for an education in more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic at the Linton School. So, out of the Hellboy universe, continue the story of fan favorite character from the return of Effie Cobb. Back order, not stock. Castle Full of Blackbirds, Dark Horse. Really cool book dropping from Dark Horse that I like. Coming up next, this is Masquerade number 1. Masquerade with a K. Masquerade number 1. Did we do something wrong? We did. Get rid of Castle Full of Blackbirds, which we thought we did. So there is a Dynamic Forces CGC graded option on this book as well. Final cover may vary. Allocations may occur. Then you have your cover B done by Francesco Francovilla, who's working as much as Liana Kangas these days. all over covers. Another name to keep in mind, Francesco Francavilla is doing a lot of indie covers. Liana Kangas is doing tons of indie covers. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a Liana Kangas cover this week. So, Masquerade, #1 from Dark Horse Comics, your Francesco Francavilla cover. And then you have cover A, done by John Springelmeyer. What a name. John Springelmeyer. That is your cover A. This thing is written by Kevin Smith and Andy McElfresh. McElfresh. Okay. Cover artist, John Springelmeyer. Purple triangle, back order, not stocked. Felicia Dance is hiding in plain sight. The provocative social media star and shock TV sensation has one of the most recognizable faces in the world, so she can't capture and kill the butchers who murdered her little brother and experimented on Felicia like a lab rat when she was a child. Not unless she looks like someone else. The face of justice is reshaped forever in Masquerade, an exciting new vigilante comic series from writers Kevin Smith and Andy McElfresh and artist John Springmeyer, making the dynamic debut of Smith's Secret Stash press imprint with his very own vigilante. So, Secret Stash. This is Kevin Smith's small press. He's bringing it to Dark Horse. First character, Masquerade, who is a vigilante, social media shock TV sensation, who's out for revenge. Worth checking out. Worth making the phone calls. Worth calling the people. Going to move on. That was Dark Horse from IDW. Oh, boy. Listen, if you've been leaving Scott Snyder properties on the table, stop it. Hashtag stop it. Stop leaving Scott Snyder properties. I'm just, you know what? We're going to get into this. We're going to get into it. This is from IDW. Y'all not doing the thing for me. This is from IDW. This is Dark Spaces Wildfire #1. Yes, it has gone back to print. This is what we doing. So, Dark Spaces Wildfire #1 has gone back to print. Here is your second print cover done by Hayden Sherman. That is the second print cover. Dark Spaces Wildfire got optioned right away. Scott Snyder. How many things does he have optioned? Noctera, Undiscovered Country. Make sure you have We Have Demons. Have the Scott Snyder books. What are we doing? This is written by Scott Snyder, cover artist Hayden Sherman. 6 weeks into the slow burn of the historic Royal Fire, a crew of women from an inmate firefighting program are risking everything on the front lines when their newest recruit, a white-collar convict with a deep network of shady dealers, discovers they're miles from her crooked former associate Manson. When she proposes a plan to abandon their duties and hunt for riches under cover of smoke and ash, the team must decide if they're ready to jeopardize their one sure path back to normalcy for a shot at a score that would change their lives. But is this a flicker of fortune or a deadly trap? Scott Snyder and breakout artist Hayden Sherman craft an unforgettable heist for a new age in Dark Spaces Wildfire. Optioned. Went back to print. If you bought the first print for investment purposes, fortify that investment with the subsequent print. We cannot say this enough. Can't say it enough. Fortify your investment with the subsequent print. Morning to the homie Amy Tucci. Shout out to you. Gonna get right back into it. That was Dark Spaces Wildfire #1, second print. Your Hayden Sherman variant cover. Next from IDW. Ooh, the game is on. It is on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Armageddon game #1. We are no longer having opening moves. We are into the Armageddon game. The opening moves are done. Come on, man. Here it is. We have 3 covers. That cover C 1 in 10 is dope. So here's your 1 in 10. This is by Pasquale Qualano. That is your 1 in 10. First appearances abound in this thing. 100 issues culminate. 100 issues, 100 plus issues of IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have led us to the Armageddon game. It is what those issues were for. Here is your Kevin Eastman cover B, not final art. You should have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on your pull. There are too many keys in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles run for you not to have that on your pull list. Here is your cover A by Vincenzo Federici. Cover A, tons of people on this cover. Written by Tom Waltz, cover artist Vincenzo Federici. The Armageddon game has begun. Under the leadership of the Shredder, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles begin a dangerous quest to seek out allies against Rat King's trio of terror: Leather Krang, Baxter Stockman, and Madame Null. It's a mission that will see the Turtles spread out across New York City and across multiple dimensions, but they better hurry because their enemies are already on the march. And things are not looking good for Mutant Town while most of our heroes are away. Desperate measures, false flag attacks, mysterious new villains, and unexpected alliances. It all starts here in the premiere issue of the biggest TMT event of the year. Mysterious new villains. Making some phone calls yet? You got people on speed dial? You got people on your contact list you can call? Call them. Say, hey, pull this book for me. TMT Armageddon game, #1. I want the mysterious new villains. Put it in a long box. Forget about it. So, Image Comics, Bone Orchard. That world continues to grow. So, this is Bone Orchard, Black Feathers #1. Yes, Bone Orchard is growing. Bone Orchard, Black Feathers. Let's go with #1. Let's refine this search so that we don't have to look at 3 and 2, and we want #1 because #1 got some incentives. They got some incentives for you, boy. Here you go. Bone Orchard, Black Feathers #1. Cover G, your 1 in 100 copy incentive. This is done by Mike Del Mundo. That is your 100. I think they're making fun of those Marvel shades variants, to be honest. Just to be honest. Shade variants are pretty dumb. And then you have your 1 in 50 by Andrea Sorrentino. That is really dope. Love the cover. Andrea Sorrentino, 1 in 50. Then you have your 1 in 25, also by Andrea Sorrentino, also very dope. And then you have your Blank Sketch cover. Blank Sketch at it again. Blank Sketch is doing his or her thing. And then you have your Martin Simmons cover C. Cool cover. All these covers are cool. It's a new story in the Bone Orchard mythos. Christian Ward cover B. Cool cover as well. Followed by your Sorrentino cover A, which is a trade dress of the Virgin she did. Written by Jeff Lemire, artist Andrea Sorrentino and Dave Stewart, cover artist Andrea Sorrentino. From the acclaimed creative team behind Gideon Falls, Primordial, and The Passageway comes a new series in the bold and ambitious shared horror universe of the Bone Orchard mythos. Trish and Jackie are best friends and avid gamers, but when the line between reality and their fantasy world is blurred by an evil darkness, can they be the heroes of their own story? 10,000 Black Feathers is the newest entry into the Bone Orchard mythos. This universe will feature self-contained graphic novels and limited series about the horrors waiting to be discovered within the Bone Orchard. Purple Triangle back order not stocked. 10,000 Black Feathers. Bone Orchard Black Feathers #1, also known as 10,000 Black Feathers. Back order not stocked on the cover A. It is already gone. Cover B, already gone. Cover C, gone. D, everything gone. Purple Triangle, it is gone. Pull out your contact list. Message your local comic shop. However you contact them, do it. Get at the very least cover A pulled. King Spawn, #14, cover B. I said it. Cover B. I said cover B. The reason why, you understand how Comic Sense operates. We love A covers. All things being equal, cover A is the cover to have. I don't care how dope cover B is. I don't care if they have foils, fold out, wraparounds. If all things are equal, meaning there is no first appearance on that cover, but there's a first appearance or it's a key book, you better have that cover A. In this case, all things are not equal. Out of formality, I will show you cover A. It is Bjorn Barons. Cool. There it is. Your Bjorn Barons. King Spawn, number 14, cover A, but the cover you want, by the way, back order, not stock. The cover you want, cover B. There's your new Hell Spawn right there. Never before seen, first full cover appearance of a character that will appear in this book. There he is right there on the cover, your new Hell Spawn. King Spawn, number 14, cover B, the cover that you want. All things are not equal. Written by Sean Lewis, artist, cover artist, Tom Nachlik. Now that Spawn has assumed control over the Court of Priests, former allies are beginning to doubt his loyalty to the mission. This brings him into direct conflict with another Hell Spawn, one he has never met before. New Hell Spawn, right there, cover B, King Spawn, number 14. You want it. Next, we have The Least We Can Do. And the least we can do is scroll up here and pull it up. So we have Least We Can Do, number 1, also gone. Gone, gone, gone. Blank sketch, he, she, or they. Another cover. That is The Least We Can Do. Number 1 from Image Comics, Least We Can Do, cover C by Elisa Ramboli. Least We Can Do, cover B, also by Elisa Ramboli. Very interesting. I think that they messed up. Oh, okay. So cover C is a virgin. Cover B is a trade dress. Cover A by Elisa Ramboli. Very cool Mirka and Dolfo-esque artwork on that cover. Written by Iolanda Zanfardino, artist, cover artist, Elisa Ramboli. Mysterious magical power arises from a world nearly destroyed by war. A young woman fights for her ideas of revolution and to build a new society from the debris. Realizing that she can't do it alone, she has to prove her worth to the Eclipse rebels to join them against the dreadful Eden army. A story of discovering what is right and what love means in a military-occupied and socially oppressed United Kingdom. Back order, out of stock on Least We Can Do from Image Comics. And Seven Sons, number 4. We just like this series. We like Jay Lee doing his own comic, his first comic since 1994, as they are wont to tell us over and over and over again in every synopsis. And I'm certain they're going to tell us in this synopsis. Jay Lee hasn't done a comic since 1994, and now he's doing a... It's a cool comic. How's that? I hate how he phones it in. There's your 1 in 25 phoned in incentive by Jay Lee. Don't like that. Come on, give us some new art. All of you incentive cover artists, give us some new art. The only person I'm cool with keeping the same art over and over and over and over and over again is Blank Sketch. Here is your Jay Lee cover A. He loves these blues and these, I think he used these off colors. Really cool choices. Written by Robert Wyndham and Kelvin Mao. Artist, cover artist, Jay Lee. Jay Lee returns to creator-owned comics with his first new title since 1994. The 7-issue limited series. In issue 4, unearth revelations about the origin of the Seven Sons, make Delth a fugitive from the church, and force him to confront the true nature of faith and its role for humanity. Purple triangled up out of there. Back order, not stocked. I know what to tell you. I know what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you about this new Scout book called Junior. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Junior number 1 from Scout Comics. Come on, bro. Is this what we're doing? All right. We're going to narrow this all the way down. We know how to do that. Scout Comics. Bam. Junior number 1. Here is your 1 in 10. It is an unlockable, which means if you order 10 cover A's, you can unlock unlimited quantities of cover B. Back order, not stocked. This is your Jeff Stokes 1 in 10, followed by your cover A. Back order, not stocked. Alex Kmeto, cover A. Written by Alex Kmeto, Sean Callahan, art Alex Kmeto. What's a young space marine supposed to do when a rogue asteroid slams into the space station she was sent to repair? Well, she grabs her alien hippo-like sidekick and she crash lands on a dinosaur-infested planet. That's what she does. Meet Junior. She's brash, smart, strong, and completely in over her head. Join the debut of a sci-fi escapade that will make you laugh, cry, and wish you had the next issue. Let's adventure. Enjoy the first issue of this non-stop title, followed by the entire story collected soon after in one volume. Non-stop title. Man, what a slap in the face when they say, and wish you had the next issue. Knowing you're not going to get a next issue, because how non-stop works, and I love it, is they put out one issue and one issue only, and then, as stated in the last line, followed by the entire story. Got the window open. Sorry about that, y'all. Followed by the entire story collected soon after in one volume. So they put out one issue of a comic book and then they collect the entire story in a volume. I like it. Why do I like it? Because if this book gets aftermarket attention, if the entire collected trade gets aftermarket attention, for us comic book speckers, investors, whatever it is, we want that number 1. When the aftermarket goes crazy over something like this and they go looking for copies, they're going to be picking up the trades, and we're going to have the back order, not stock number 1s. What it is. What it absolutely is. So that was Junior number 1 from Scout Comics. We have one more book from Scout Comics, a book that dropped in 2021. I loved this book. It is a Scout Scoot non-stop title. This is Singi and Timbo number 1. It has finally gone back to print. The art on this thing was unique. Love it, love it, love it. Loved it when it dropped. Scoot is children's line. So this is Scoot. These books are $2.99. That is your Giuseppe Falco cover. Giuseppe Falco did everything. He did the art, all of it. He did all the things. Art, cover art, all of it. Singi and Timbo, if you look at how dynamic and interesting and really dope this art is, this is what you get in the book. It is a Scoot. It is also a non-stop imprint. It dropped. I believe there's an option on this thing, which is why it went back to print. It dropped in very early 2021, and then it was collected in the trade. Listen, Singi and Timbo, hope you have it, Singi and Timbo, in your back issue bins. If not, and if you do, fortify that investment with the second print like I'm doing. And if you don't, get this second print. It is written by Giuseppe Falco. He has done all of the things. Scoot imprint. The perfect lead into the Singi and Timbo trade paperback is going back to print with a newly remastered cover. In the African savannah, an animal's survival may depend on their family and friends. Singi, a little mouse, finds himself alone, and Timbo, an old elephant, has chosen to leave his herd behind. When these two meet, it seems unlikely that they could become friends. However, in a fight for survival, they will form a powerful bond and form a new family. This heartwarming tale has been beautifully written and breathtakingly illustrated by the extremely talented Giuseppe Falco. Enjoy the first issue of this non-stop title, followed by the entire story collected soon after in one volume. It is Scoot. It is non-stop. It is really dope. When they say extremely talented, listen, I showed you this cover, right? Giuseppe Falco did his thing all over this book. We say where I'm from, he stepped on it. We generally say it about good food, but man, he stepped all over this comic. Okay, we are going to move along to Marvel. What up, Chris Leo? What up, everyone that decided to come and chill? Shout out to you all. We are going to move along to Marvel Comics, and then we're going to get up out of here. I think we're getting up out of here early today because we only have 4 Marvel comics. We like Marvel. We like a lot of the Marvel comics this week, but there are 4 that we want you to make sure you make your phone calls, call your people, tell them you want the book. How about we keep saying multiverse, 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 multiverse. Marvel's multiverse matters. It really matters. Avengers Forever number 8 is out. New comic book date 8/23/2022. It is already back ordered, not stock. It is going to get you the first appearance of the most broken Thor in Marvel's multiverse, Iron Fist Thor. Thor as the Fist of Khonshu, and they're not slowing down. Right back with Avengers Forever number 9. You have 3 covers. We like all things not being equal. We like cover A. Here is your cover C, Leonardo Romero Community variant featuring Nova. And then you have your Beyond Amazing Spider-Man Chase Conley variant featuring Spidey and Venom. And the cover you want. This is the one, All Things Are Not Equal. You want the Aaron Cooter cover. This is the one. This is the cover you want. Why? We gonna tell you. Written by Jason Aaron, cover artist Aaron Cooter. Correction, the synopsis is going to tell you. Retailers, people who order, if you are watching the show, I'm going to continue to urge you. Read the synopsis. Look at the covers. Open the previews when you are ordering from Penguin or FOC or Lunar or Diamond, whatever it is. Open the preview. You should be reading anyway, especially if you are purchasing for speculative purposes. If you're using Key Collector for spec, as I always say, it is just using Key Collector for spec. Let me correct myself. It is not spec. It is disrespect. If you are just using Key Collector for spec, not spec, disrespect, you should be reading. I know everyone doesn't have time to read. Again, focus. Final order cutoff, Uncanny Spec. It's the name of the show. Written by Jason Aaron, cover artist Aaron Cooter. Call in the core. Earths, laying ruin all across the multiverse. Avengers are assembling from every corner of creation as never before, knowing that the war of all wars is looming. And when there's war, you know it's time to call in the core. The most hard-hitting special ops squadron of elite high flyers and photon armed commandos ever called to service, the Carol Corps. All over this cover. First full cover, the Carol Corps. All the different Carols from all the different multiverses. You got your binaries. You got them all. Your Captain Marvel. You have the Carol Corps. And they're coming. And you want to get this book when it comes. That is what it is. Avengers Forever number 9. Next. Ooh, y'all saw the header game for this particular episode of Final Order Cutoff Uncanny Spec. Y'all saw my homie, the Spinstress, up there in the header. Why did we put her there? Because she's dropping this week. Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. Giving you the first cover appearance of the Spinstress. Somewhere is a Dynamic Forces option. I know because we ordered it. But we're going to start off with the one you want to see. That is your Helen Chin design variant featuring the Spinstress. There she is. She's a princess. She talks to spiders. Here is your Helen Chin. I believe this is your cover C. Helen Chin, cover C. Ooh, she's like Cinderella. And then your cover A featuring the return of the Sun Spider by the brilliant, killing it, Jose Maria Casanovas, killing these covers. Something special on these covers. Featuring Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, and the Spider-Mobile. Written by Dan Slott and various artists, Luciano Vecchio and various. Cover artist for cover A is Jose Maria Casanovas, Spider-Ham, Spider-Mobile, Sun Spider, Spinstress. You know the first two, but you may not remember the amazing Sun Spider who debuted in 2020's Spider-Verse miniseries as a winner of our Spider-Sona contest. She gets her own story here. And Spinstress is a brand new Spider Princess who sings, talks to a spider, and kicks villainous butt. And the writers of the Broadway smash hit Come From Away are bringing her in for a landing. So we are getting the Spinstress. We're getting the return of Sun Spider. You are getting Edge of Spider-Verse number 4 because you watch Focus. You know what time it is. On September 14th, 2022, you're going to have it on your pull list and you're going to be picking it up. Multiverse. The Spider-Verse is coming to an end, folks. And if it goes out the way that it came in, we're going to get mega keys. We got a mega key out of the first Spider-Verse, right? A 21st century grail, at least that 1 in 25 in Edge of Spider-Verse #2. It is a 21st century grail. The 1 in 25, peep the aftermarket on that book, and then message me and tell me it isn't. Plead your case. It isn't the 20th century grail. That would be Ultimate Fallout 4. But plead your case. Tell me why it isn't. Iron Cat #4. We like this book. We're going to keep getting this book. We like Tamara Blake. We think she is here to stay unless Jed McKay tells us otherwise. Here is your Kai Zama variant. Wow. That is Kai Zama. Who are you? I'll tell you who you are. You're dope. This cover is dope. Tabby Cat, Tamra Cat. It's a dope cover. And then you have your Pere Perez cover. Written by Jed McKay, artist Pere Perez. Madam Menace strikes. Iron Cat's vendetta against Felicia Hardy has produced some deadly consequences. Tony Stark's old nemesis, the sinister AI known as Madam Menace, has been unleashed. Iron Cat #4. Anything particularly special about this book? Meh. It's Iron Cat. Jed McKay took a character that sounds as whack as Iron Cat. Really? That's what we doing? We might as well have a whole host of domesticated iron animals. Iron dog, iron canary or parrot, iron pet hamster. Like that's how whack it is. Jed McKay made it dope. Like really, really, really dope. We like Tamara Blake. People like cat, feline-esque superheroes these days. There's tons of them. Why not one with Iron Man's power set? Her and Dog Wonder should do a team up. So we have another book. It is the final book for Marvel, one I'm excited for. I remember when this book first dropped and they showed us who was going to be involved, and they're like, yeah, we're going to put Jubilee in this book. I'm going to put Boom Boom in this book. And then we're going to just throw X-23. And I said to myself, huh? What about Dazzler? Like, this makes sense, right? Boom Boom, Dazzler, Jubilee. And then they went and they let us know. Sure, it was always the plan that Dazzler's in the book. X-23 is probably out of place in this book. Like, the possibilities for this story, in my opinion, with the resident fire starter, bomb dropping female members of the Uncanny X-Men, that would be Jubilee, Boom Boom, and Dazzler. Their ability to turn in various forms, turn Dazzler with sound and Jubilee with kind of sound, and Boom Boom into like explosive energy. Only makes sense that you put the three of them together, and they did. And this is Exterminators. I'm excited for it. It looks gritty. It looks grindhouse. Exterminators #1. X-23, honestly, out of place in my opinion, but we gonna see. We gonna see. Sometimes writing does the thing. I'm around for it. I'm gonna read it. Here is your 1 in 50 Terry Dotson cover. Love Dotson's work. Love Dotson's work. And there they are, the trio, the dope trio. Although X-23, I love you, Laura Kinney, but you're so out of place. Why are you here? That is your Terry Dotson 1 in 50. Then you have an Inyuk Lee 1 in 25 featuring old school Chris Claremont hates Dazzler. Remember when what Dazzler was created for? Because they wanted to promote a movie or television series or something like that. So they asked Chris Claremont to include her. He didn't want to, but he did. Uncanny X-Men 130 way back in the day. Then you have your Scotty Young variant of X-Terminators. Really cool cover. Now, this is a cover I like. I mean, I want the A cover, but I like this cover because the people who belong on this cover are on it. There is no X-23. Love X-23. Not hating on X-23. Mueller does a cool design variant this time around. Not much different than anything he's done before, but because of that gritty grindhouse feel that they're going for with this book, Mueller was Apropos, Art Adams, X23 cover. She gets her own cover. That is your X23 Art Adam cover. And here is your Federico Vincentini cover A. Written by Leah Williams, artist Carlos E. Gomez. Cover artist for this one is Federico Vincentini. Enter the grindhouse of X. When Jubilee and Boom Boom agree to take Dazzler out for a night on the town to console her after a nasty breakup. Excuse me. They have no idea they're about to be kidnapped and put into an elaborate death traps for their efforts. What are three girls with the power to blow things up to do? Leah Williams and Carlos Gomez put the X in exploitation and this tell of blood, sweat, and revenge. Why is X23 in this book? She ain't even going out on the town with him. We need to sell books. Maybe Leah Williams wanted to write X23. Maybe Carlos Gomez wanted to draw. I don't know. Three girls who can blow things up. Why? Why? Make sure you have this book to find out why. That's all I can say. I'm going to get the book. I'm going to read it. I'm excited for the notion of these three characters being together. Two of them are particular favorites of mine. Love Boomer as well, but really like Jubilee. Always liked Dazzler. Thought she deserved to stay in X-Men. She was on one of my favorite X-Men teams growing up. So listen, I'm in on this book, but man, I need some answers. What up, Robert C. Paulson? I picked up the Iron Cat number 1, 1 in 10 design variant. Shout out to everyone who's been up in the room. We're going to drop this because that was the sum total of everything dropping that we like. We like a lot of books, but those are the ones that stand out. Dropping 9/14/2022 in recap, Lovecraft Unknown Cative. Tons of glow-in-the-dark covers on that thing. We like the Something is Killing Children Slaughter Pack bundle covering or re-releasing issues 16 through 20. Castle Full of Blackbirds from Dark Horse, Masquerade, IDW. Dark Spaces Wildfire number 1 went back to print. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Armageddon Game number 1. New Villains. Bone Orchard Black Feathers number 1 is already out of stock. King Spawn number 14, cover B, first cover and full appearance of a new Hellspawn. Singi in Timbo number 1, second print. I'm going to keep shouting it because I like Scoot. I like Scout. I loved that book. Avengers. My man is sweeping my street. This is what my taxes get me, so bear with me. I like to have the window open on Tuesday mornings. Sorry about that. Avengers Forever number 9. The Carol Corps is coming. Edge of Spider-Verse number 4. First Spinstress. Exterminators number 1. Could we be getting a first appearance? Sounds to me like Arcade is back. That's what it sounds like to me, but I'm going to be around to see. Hope you're around to see. Appreciate you all. Shout out to everyone who is in the room. Shout out to those watching on Facebook. Shout out to those watching on YouTube. Speaking of which, as always, I need to bring your attention right there. See that scrolling right across the bottom of the screen? I need you to peep that. I need you to peep that scroll and like and follow us on Facebook. Join our Comic Sense Facebook group. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Find us on the Instagram. Find us on the Twitter, on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up, please. Maybe a thumbs down. Something. Watch a video. Do something. Everything helps. We really appreciate you. This, as always, has been a Comic Sense Shut Up-ish. See that? Shut Up-ish production. Final Order Cutoff. Uncanny Spec. Otherwise known as Focus. I am Issue X. I appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and shut up now.